Hi Flosstube, it's Nichol. Welcome back to Flosstube number 15. Can you believe we've been doing this for 15 weeks? I'm so happy you're here. To all of my subscribers, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me for another week where we talk about stitching and quilting and haul and pattern collecting, all of the good things. To all of my new subscribers, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're joining in this journey. I love reading all of your comments, so thank you guys so very much. Today I've got some stitching. I have a little bit of quilting to share with you. I have some new things from Fat Quarter Shop to share with you. I have haul to share, happy stitchy mail, and some giveaways. So lots of good stuff today. It is a full video, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to remind you that I do take the time and I really work hard to add links below to anything I'm talking about in the video if I have them available. The only time I won't have those kind of things is if it's not available, if it's sold out, or if I don't have a source. The other thing, I have a Facebook group. It was started from you guys. You guys wanted me to have one so we could share our stitching, talk about the Welcome Autumn Sale that we have going on this month, and share our progress and all of that good stuff. It is a private Facebook group. So if you want to join, you do need to answer the 2 questions. They're very easy, I promise. You need to answer the questions and you need to agree to the rules. About once a week, we'll go in and I have to decline anyone who hasn't done those things. And some people are just spammers. The reason I made it a private group was so that we don't end up with a bunch of people trying to sell stuff or have us join, whatever. We want to talk about stitching or quilting. We don't want to be doing that. So that is why I made it a private group, and it's made it a very nice place. There are some rules. I do need you to read them and agree to them before I'll let you join. So if you didn't do that, if you answer the questions and you didn't agree to the rules, I will kind of kick it back and I'll tell you, please agree to the rules. So just try again. I hate to be a stickler about it, but it is important. That way I am not having to police whether charts are getting shown or things like that, hopefully. Anyway, so they're real simple. I promise it's nothing crazy. It's please be nice, please don't share charts, and we're not going to solicit and sell things, basically. Let me see, life update. It's been kind of a busy week. We had, let's see, Ethan, first full week of school, parent meeting for football, and then parents got to decorate the lockers. And of course, my kid, the coach at the parent meeting said, your boys are not locking their lockers. And if they don't lock them and things get stolen, we're not responsible. So tell your boys to please lock their lockers. Well, I kind of forgot about it. He said this last year too. And I didn't think much about it. And I didn't say anything to Ethan when I got home from the parent meeting or anything like that. And then Saturday morning, he had a practice and then they had team and individual pictures. And while the boys are out on the field getting pictures, the parents can go down and decorate the lockers, which I think is fun. Just like with quotes or photos or letters to your son, which is what I did. And I forgot to share it on Instagram. I did not get good pictures, but we'll get to why here in a minute. So I'm like one of the first parents down the stairs, like probably within the first 5 or 6 parents. In fact, the dad walking next to me was like, oh, it smells. It did. Man, you don't want to be down in the locker room. It does not smell good. And we kind of laugh about it. And Ethan had already told me where his locker was. So I go straight to his locker. It's locked. He has his lock on it and it is locked. I don't know where he is. He's out on the field. So I took a real deep breath and I walked back up the stairs. And of course, all the parents are coming down. I was one of the first ones down. So it was hard to get back up the stairs and I get out there and I'm like, I guess I'm going to have to go out on the field. And the head coach was out talking to another parent. So I just stopped him and I was like, yeah, you need to tell McGurk that to get down there and unlock his locker. And he goes, oh my gosh, he locked it. And I was like, he must be one of the only kids or the only kid. And he laughed because it was one of the big things he talked about at the parent meeting. And so he has a master key. And so he went down the stairs, and as I'm getting down there, there's another mom. She's like, my son locked his locker. And then there was a dad, and his son had locked his locker. In fact, there were several that locked their lockers. So the parents must have talked to the boys, and he had the master key. But the problem was the lockers are stacked. So like there's one on top of another. In the meantime, the moms around me, I couldn't get to Ethan's locker. Plus, we had to wait to get the padlock off. It was kind of hard. The master key did not work great. So I had to wait for the dad to help me do it. And so we're standing down there. There's no air. It's hot. I have sweat pouring down my body. I mean, my t-shirt is gross and all wet and pitted out. I was so mad. Wasn't really mad at Ethan because I was glad he locks his locker. He has asthma and he has an inhaler, and at camp, not this summer but last summer, one of the boys took his inhaler and squeezed it all out. I had bought him a new one right before he went, and the insurance wouldn't cover another one. He called me on the way home, and he was wheezing, of course, and he's like, Mom, I need an inhaler. So I call and they decline it because it hasn't been long enough to warrant another one. So I had to they did an emergency authorization. I think my insurance only does one every 6 months. But I was like, I don't care. I'll pay full price. I will pay full price. He needs an inhaler. But we got one so anyway, long story short, sorry. He locks his locker because his phone and his inhaler and his keys are in there. And I was so proud of him. I'm like, I didn't even talk to you about it. But anyway, his locker's decorated. It's fine. I was so sweaty. I came home and I laid underneath the fan in the living room. I was like, I think I'm dying. He got home right after me, and he was like, Mom, I'm sorry. He goes, I locked my locker, didn't I? And I said, yeah, did Coach talk to you? And he goes, no, but we found out several of us locked them. And I was like, you sure did. But I said, it's fine. He goes, are you mad? I was like, I'm not mad. Honestly, I'd rather he lock his locker and not have things stolen or have that happen with his inhaler again, because that was kind of a jerky thing to do. I was so mad. I didn't talk to the coach about it because he didn't know who did it. But it was a full inhaler with like 200 and some puffs, and it was probably, he'd only like had 8 to 10, and it was down to like 0 when he got home. I was real mad. Anyway, there's my story about jerky high school kids. But it was good. Brendan and I went out to dinner Friday night. He called me, I feel like maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And he's like, Mom, I feel like sushi. Will you go with me? And I was like, yes. But he had a really long week, and he was like, I just want to go home tonight. I think it was Thursday. I just want to go home tonight. No, Thursday I had the parent meeting. It was Wednesday. He goes, I just want to go home. I said, that's fine. He goes, can we go Friday? So we went Friday. It was really nice. It was nice just hanging out and visiting and catching up. You can kind of see there's some Hobby Lobby bags behind me. I went to Hobby Lobby and Target this last week. What else? I ordered some more ribbon dispensers. I know I showed those to you in my last video. I love them, but I ordered 4 to start with, and I ended up needing a couple more. So I ordered them. Amazon sent them in a box, a huge box, like 4 little bubble things in it, shook around, and one of them came completely shattered. The other one, I don't know how it wasn't broken. So I returned it, but I had to take it to UPS to have it returned. They sent me another one for free right away, but I had to return the other one. I was like, you want this returned? Really? Okay. So I had to go to UPS and drop that off, and it was fine. I'm sure they probably see all kinds of things at the UPS store when Amazon wants their shattered, broken things back. But I got all my ribbon put away, and it's all organized and nice, and I have to say it's delightful. Okay, let's go on. Oh, timestamps. Timestamps are below, as always. That way you can just kind of visit the parts of the video you want. You can skip Q&A if that's not your thing. I don't have a very long Q&A today. Yay! So I will go through it really quickly, and then we're going to get on to an FFO that I have. If you watch my Stitch with Me on Mondays, I gave you a little preview. So for anyone who doesn't watch that, this will be the first time. For everybody else, you're getting to see it. Plus, I did share it on Instagram this week, the full finish. Q&A. First, I do want to give a couple things that aren't questions, but I thought it was really good information. For anyone asking about who does full finishes, Karen says that the Tiny House Stitcher has started finishing for others, and she is another option for people. I don't know anything about them or anything like that, but I wanted to put it out there because I know so many of you have been asking. Cynthia says that she is a retired nurse and she has a pair of suture scissors, and she uses those to frog or rip out threads if needed, and they have a small hook on one end that gets under the sutures, perfect to get under the stitches. You can get them on Amazon or anywhere you buy medical supplies, and I thought that was a super good tip, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you, Cynthia. Questions. Scrap and Fox 214 on the Rudolph sampler, are you stitching 1/2 or 2/2? I'm stitching 2/2, and I will do a better job about telling you when I pull those out what I'm doing, because sometimes I forget. I know I've mentioned it probably before, but I don't know that I mention it every time, so I will do a better job of that. Shimon, do you ever worry about fading for your fabric or your ribbon boxes? Your studio seems to have a lot of light. No. So this is my spare bedroom, but it's also where my computer is. My computer is not in my studio. My studio does have an east-facing window, but I have really dark, good blinds in there. They're shut in the morning. I usually don't actually work first thing in the morning. I do computer work. I always get on the computer and I'm like editing videos and answering questions and responding to things and responding to emails and kind of taking care of some of that kind of work. And then I generally go in there about mid-morning to the rest of the day or whatever I have to get done. So I don't have the blinds open when the sun is coming in. My fabric does not get direct light. It's not on that wall. And my fabric boxes are actually in the closet, so they do not see that either. I don't worry about that too much, just because my things don't get direct sunlight. Amy says, I love the Halloween with skeleton. I was laughing and thought that was cute. You mentioned the pattern is from France. How can I place that order? I think I had a link last week, but if not, I'll make sure and add one today. It's a French company, but they sell the French or the English version. You just need to click on the British flag. I think that's what it is. If I said that wrong, I apologize. But so you get the English version of the pattern. That's what I did, and it was a PDF, and I got the PDF within like 24 hours. So it was really quick. I think I got it overnight. It was less than 24 hours, and I just printed it off. So super, super easy. I will add a link to that again because it's really fun. I'm anxious to start that, but I made myself promise to work on some other things before I start anything new. Leslie, I absolutely love the Hedgehog Rainy Day, but I don't do Facebook. I don't see it on our website. Is there any other way to download it? That's the Shannon Christine freebie. As far as I know, no, there isn't right now. I can ask her if she's going to put them on her website, but I know a lot of people don't want to have Facebook or whatever. I would suggest that even if you don't want to do Facebook, I'll be honest with you, I don't do Facebook. I know I have Facebook, but you will notice that my personal page does not get updated, hardly ever. I don't go on, I don't scroll. I go to my cross stitch groups and that's it. Some of my card making groups or work groups I will go to as well, but I don't either. So I only use it so that I can go to groups. It is the only way I really know of that where we can share our work easily. So, and I'm sure for Shannon that's the same thing, but I will ask her because I know she does have some freebies on her website. Linda, and she also wanted to know, how do you print out the freebies from Shannon Christine? I think her question was more of how do you print them? I click on the photo in Facebook and it brings it up, and then when on my printer, I would assume, my printer software, when I click on it, I make sure it's full screen and I click print and it prints it fine. Everybody's is probably going to be a little bit different, but you should be able to do that right from her page. Tracy, when you start your thread, do you use one strand folded in half or two strands? And do you weave ends of strands or use the loop method? Okay, so I weave them underneath. I don't do the loop method. I'm not opposed to doing the loop method. I've never done it before. I would do it with DMC only though. I know, I think I heard somebody ask this of Kimberly Jolly at Fat Quarter Shop in one of her Flosstube videos. And she does use a lot of fancy floss and she does use the loop method, but she says right in her video that that's not the correct way to use fancy floss. If you want the good variegation that you get with fancy floss, thus the little higher price point of that floss, you would want to take two strands together and then use them. So you can't really use the loop method, obviously, since you're using two strands like that. But she doesn't. She only uses one strand and uses the loop method. So that is completely a personal preference and up to you, but I don't. I don't use the loop method. Even when I'm doing DMC, it's kind of ingrained in me. I haven't really, and like I said, I haven't tried doing the loop method. I've had some people ask me why I don't, and I'm just like, I just don't. I don't know. So I may try it one of these days. I'm not opposed to it. Let's see. Rochelle, do you stitch one square at a time when using fancy floss? Yes, most of the time. Sometimes I'm lazy and I don't. Sometimes I'll just do a row even though you're not really supposed to. But I don't really like rules either. I say do whatever works for you. Brandy, I like Weeks Dye Works too, but was wondering about their thread. What about their thread makes it your fave? I think their variegation is much more distinctive than, let's say, Classic Colorworks or Gentle Arts. It depends on the color, but you can really, really see the variegation in their floss, and I think that's probably why I like it. But I like all of them, and I use all of them. Juliana, are you planning on stitching the house of the sip and stitch? Wow, I can't talk. From Primrose Cottage pattern purple. So the pattern in that has a purple house. I am not opposed to purple at all. You'll see in the Toil and Trouble Sal from Primrose Cottage, I'm using purple. I'm probably going to use the same Weeks Dye Works purple. That's what came with the Sip and Stitch as well, because I think it will go good with that. And it's not overwhelming purple. The purple in Boo Crew, and the reason I didn't use it, it is really bright. It's beautiful, and I have seen some beautiful, beautiful stitches with the purple, but I just felt like the orange was a little more my vibe. I don't want to change the house of change the color of the house for the Sip and Stitch though, so I probably will, not even probably, I'm going to do it purple. Joanne, I do wonder sometimes when you are using the 25 count, are you stitching 1/1 or 2/2? So far, I've only ever done 2/2. I am intrigued by the 1/2, but I have not tried it yet. So anything I'm showing, I'm doing 2/2, unless otherwise stated. And that is it for Q&A this week. Let me put that window down and let's see what is next. FFOs. I am going to tell you guys, I worked on Hive Rules trying to FFO it. I'm just not feeling it yet. I kind of think I'm going to put it in this long skinny frame from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not ready to cut the fabric down and piece it with the fabric. I did cut down some sticky board and I have some batting in there, but I've not secured anything because I'm not 100%. And so I decided to just set it back aside for a little bit. So, but I did finish Boo Crew. Isn't it so cute? So if you were with me for my Stitch With Me last Monday evening, I showed you the pillow finished without the little jack colored chenille trim from Lady Creates. It's long and skinny. It measures approximately 15 1/4 by 5 1/4. So my fabric was cut to 5 3/4 by 15 3/4. So that 1/2 inch is in the seam allowance. And I did the pillow, I left a little opening down here and I ladder stitched it shut, and then I whip stitched the chenille trim in place. I know a lot of you have been asking me, are you sewing it in place? I am. Did it take a while for this pillow? It sure did. It is not, I mean, it's cute. It's long and skinny. Isn't it cute? You guys, I really love it. I can just see it tucked into like on a shelf or whatever, or even like a tiered tray if it's a big tiered tray, or just into decorations. I can see it mixed in with it so easy. I really, really want to get out my Halloween decorations. So it's that. This fabric I know is a Sweetwater from an old collection. It was in my scrap bin. It was a really long skinny piece, and it was just barely bigger than 5 3/4. And I was like, yes, it's perfect. It was really long and skinny. I bet you it was cut off from a long strip. I don't even know when I used it last, but I was delighted. I thought it was cute, so it really stayed with the whole theme. Something someone asked me about the chenille, because I am going to use the Lady Dot chenille for my Welcome Autumn Sal finish. They were like, I bought some, but it's so small. Is it supposed to be? It is a really teeny tiny chenille trim. I think, you'd have to check for yourself. I saw someone post a chenille trim that they got from Hobby Lobby, and it's a lot wider. So if you're looking for a different look, definitely check that out. For my little pillows, I'm really into little teeny tiny pom-poms and real teeny tiny chenille. I really wanted my stitching to take center stage. It really just depends on what kind of look you're going for. But it's real tiny, real tiny. And when you're whip stitching it on, it kind of gets smashed down. And so you can just take like a brush or like a toothbrush that you're not using for your teeth, like just, whatever, and kind of use it as a little brush to help puff that chenille back out. I'm sorry if you can hear Ethan sneezing. He is having a massive allergy problem today, and it's making him real grumpy. So that is my FFO. I don't have any finishes this week or new starts. Nope. None of either one. So let's get into whips, and then we'll do SALS. My first whip, this was asked in the Q&A about my, let's get out the pattern, hold on. Little House Needleworks Rudolph's sampler. I think I had about an hour and 15 minutes worth of work on it, so it's probably not going to look like I did a lot. I finished this tree and the snow. I had a little bit to do. I had all the snow to add in here. I added these little snowflakes, and then I had white floss left, and this is going to be the word sleigh. So I added some white stitches there, and then when I ran out of white, I went over here and started filling in this tree. So that was my progress from last Sunday, from Santa Sunday, and then tonight I am filming this on Sunday. I forgot to say what day it is. It's the 21st of August. Tonight I will work on some more of this. So I hope I get like another hour or so of work on this. I'd like to start getting some red into this, but I'm loving it. I still love it. I am stitching this on 32 count platinum Lugana using the called for colors and 2/2. The Halo Go really does help with this. It is a little slower going. I suggest some nice sharp needles. I have been finding I have some sharper needles. I don't know if they are size 28 instead of 26. I'll have to go double check. But they're super sharp and they work better on 32 count. I've been noticing that. I do stitch a little slower on 32 count than I do on 25, but I don't mind that. And I really do love this. I'm anxious to get this stitched. So that is Rudolph's sampler. Let's move that guy out of the way. And I think the only other thing I worked on, let's just look, other than, yep, other than SALS, the only other, well, this is a SAL actually. So never mind. That's my only whip this week. Let's go ahead and go on to SALs. I'm going to start with the Primrose Cottage. Okay, so the first SAL is that I want to share is the Primrose Cottage Toil and Trouble. I finished week 2, I think. I think that's all the further I got. I worked on this a lot because I didn't have very much, you might remember, from the first couple weeks. So here's where I am. Let me move this. Sorry about the sneezing in the background, guys. This is stitched on 32 count tarnish. Picture this plus. I absolutely love this fabric, but again, I'm having to stitch a little slower because it's 32 count, so it's pretty tiny. But I was really happy with my progress. The cauldron is super, super fun. So I am using most of Emily from Primrose Cottage's colors, except for Trouble. What is the color? I can tell you. So the color she is using is graphite. I have graphite, and the graphite, Brody, no. The graphite did not show up when I started stitching it, so I ripped it out. And I am actually using a classic Colorworks. Let me tell you which one. I just went through my stash and I picked something. I am using Baking Tin. So the Baking Tin shows up. I love it. And I'm really, really happy with it. I'm sorry. I'm having a ton of interruptions today. So, and then the light is terrible right now. Anyway, I hope you can see I absolutely am loving this. I had a hard time putting this down. I stitched this multiple days this week. I really wanted, I don't know, I just felt like stitching it. I kind of go with what I'm feeling. I have a general plan, but from there, I literally just stitch and make myself happy, I guess. So that's my first SAL. The next SAL I worked on is the Hands-On Design Season 2, A Year of Celebration Continues. We are working on August. This month I'm stitching along with Fat Quarter Shop. I am using Kimberly's colors. If you purchase the Classic Colorworks color pack for Kimberly's colors, they give you this really lovely handout where it tells you what the original was and then what the color they have, what they've changed it to, tell you what to stitch. It's so nice. It's in color. It's so good. The charts are not in color. That is the only thing. I think I said this last week, but color charts are the way to go. But I still have those that are black or white that I love too. I'm partial to color charts. They're so much easier for me to follow along with. So I started stitching. If you remember, it's got the seagulls. There we go. So I start at the bottom and work my way up. I made pretty good progress. I think I stitched this for about 2 hours this week, if I'm not mistaken. I should have this done I should have the August block done by next week. I am loving it though. This is stitched on 25 count Prim Lugana. And I am using the called for Kimberly colors, not the called for chart colors. And I'm stitching 2/2 and all the other charts 2/2 in case I forgot to say. So that is the Year of Celebration by Hands-On Design. And then finally, let's talk about my SAL, the Welcome Autumn SAL from Primrose Cottage. This is the SAL that I am hosting this month. Sorry guys. There we go. Week 3 had us stitching the text. This is 25 count Barley Lugana is the color I'm stitching on. Nope. Is that better? And we stitched the Welcome Autumn and Acorns this week. And then this coming week, we are going to stitch the rest of the pumpkins, Sunflower and Bumblebee. And that is going to be it. So tomorrow on the 22nd of August will be the final live Stitch With Me on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. And you can come join, you can craft and chat. I know I've seen a ton of you finish yours. That is so awesome. The edited pillow version will be the next Monday, the last Monday of August, and that will go up. I will be live in the chat. It'll be a premiere video, meaning it'll be pre-recorded, pre-edited, but I will be live in the chat and we can talk about the pillow finish. But it's going to be finished like Boo Crew, like Letters to Santa, where I finish it into a pillow. No zipper or anything like that. We're going to finish it into a pillow, and then I'm going to show you how I sew on the chenille trim. So that is Welcome Autumn. We are using the called for DMC 2 threads over 2 on this. I've seen several people change like a pumpkin to aqua. So good. So good, you guys. So pretty. The chenille trim I am using is Bird's Nest from Lady.Create, in case you're interested. And I'm so excited to get it fully finished and move on to another autumn project. That does kind of bring me to, I have been asked a lot about hosting another SAL. Oh, I forgot to put these away. And I totally will, but it won't be until after Stamptember. So look for, sometime probably in September, I'll have some information about what I'm thinking. I know I said last week, I'm for sure going to host one January-ish. We'll probably start in January. I think that would be really, really fun. I probably will try to do something towards the end of the year because I think it's fun. I like doing the Stitch With Me's. I'm just not exactly sure when it'll be. I have a lot of card making coming up here in Stamptember, and so I'll let you guys know what will happen once the majority of that work is done, because I do have videos every single day in Stamptember. It's so super exciting. I do premieres pretty much every single night, unless I let you know otherwise, and I am getting ready to post a lot of information about that if you're a card maker and you are looking for that info. I can't tell you what's coming on what day. That's the only thing. Okay. I think as far as stitching, I just literally dropped everything on the ground tonight. So stitching wise, I think that's it. Let me see what's next here on my little list. Let's talk about haul, also known as pattern collecting. I really don't know. Did I buy any patterns this week? Well, okay, so first up, the Stitching with the Housewives month to month October came. You may have noticed that my whip for August didn't make an appearance in this video. Did I work on it this week? No. Do I now have August, September, and now October? Sure do. You guys, I really need to work on it. I really, really need to work on it. I love Octobers. You can't see it in here. I love Octobers, but of course I do. It has pumpkins. Look at that. Is that not cute? I'm part of the, I joined their club for this year. So that's how I get mine, and I get the floss and I get the pattern and it comes right to me. It's fantastic. So I'm excited about that. That's part of my haul. Let's talk about, this isn't necessarily haul per se. Let me put my design board down. Last week I showed you this cute little polar bear. This is a Shannon Christine freebie that people were talking about in Q&A from her Facebook. This week the Santa came out, and next week will be the penguin. And I did not get a chance to stitch this. I'm kind of hoping I can sit down and maybe stitch this up this evening, so we shall see. But I am going to finish all of mine. I showed this in my Stitch With Me. These are sticky circles from Fat Quarter Shop, and they actually fit this perfectly. So I'm going to do some finishes and make these ornaments. So if you would like a fun freebie, check out Shannon Christine's Facebook page. She has some amazing things. She also, if you're interested, I don't think it's quite public yet, but you can join, and she will be making an announcement. She has a subscription group through Facebook. Oh my gosh. She showed her first subscription design. Where do you suppose I put it, you guys? Oh, here it is. So it's Autumn Stamp Collection. This is, you have to be part of the subscription to get it. So if you are, and I am, you will get this pattern. You can stitch it all as one, or how cute would these little postage stamps be as little minis if you're a card maker and you want to stitch these for your card fronts. I think that would be super cute. Really, really fun. I'm of course really partial to this one right here. I haven't decided how I'm going to stitch these yet, but very, very cute. And I was really excited about that. And I wanted to mention it because I think her designs are beautiful. What else do we got? I have Hobby Lobby haul, which we'll get to. First, I want to talk about this. So this is quilting related. There's going to be a Scrappiness is Happiness quilt along with Fat Quarter Shop. It is based on Lori Holt's newest book. This is starting, I feel like October. Does it say? The instructions for the quilt are from her book, and I don't have the book yet. It's coming. I'm going to insert a photo. It's from that book, and there will be a link down below. This, you will need the book to do the blocks, but this is like the setting instructions, so it's going to be a sampler type quilt. And I decided I am going to join along and do it because I do think, for whatever reason, I'm not seeing it on here, so maybe it doesn't say, but I'm almost positive that this starts after Stamptember for me, and I thought it would be a really fun thing. Now, I really want to do it with Lori Holt fabric since I'm literally dropping everything on the floor. I want to do it with Lori Holt fabric. And I used to have some, not a ton. I'm real picky about fabric. I know you guys have asked me a lot, how do I choose fabric and whatever? I often don't buy Fat Quarter bundles, and this is not a new collection. This is the B Basics backgrounds. That's totally why I got it, by the way. It's basics. So I tend to like, and this goes for pattern paper, for scrapbooking, card making, all the things. I will use a busy print every once in a while, but I am drawn to tone on tone and small print. So what I picked up was her B Basics backgrounds, and so of course it's going to be very subtle. I picked this up to start with to do the quilt. I'm going to pick up a basic for the background and stuff. I haven't done that yet, but I did pick this up. I may supplement with a few additional patterns. She has so many lines and her fabrics are beautiful, but I'm probably going to pick and choose some fabrics to supplement into this. So I will let you know, but look at that rainbow of happiness. I'm kind of excited for the scraps of this to use for something else after I've used what I'm using for the quilt. But this is the Scrappiness is Happiness quilt along with Fat Quarter Shop. This is what I picked up to start with. And I'm excited. I'm super excited. I think it'll be really, really fun. Because my other quilt alongs should be, my other Fat Quarter Shop quilt alongs, other than like the mystery block of the month, should be done by then. But I thought this would be a fun one. So I picked up that. Then it's been a few weeks, but I talked about the Boo Crew quilt along at Fat Quarter Shop and how I was going to use the Sweetwater fabric What is it even called? Oh my gosh, you guys. I should totally know. October? Is it called? Late October? I think it's called Late October. So Sweetwater Fabrics latest collection. I'm just going to look on the selvage here. It is late October. Go me. I was waiting for that, and then I would make my final decision whether that's what I was going to use. And after all of Boo Crew Quilt came out, I'm just going to be honest, I like the cross stitch a lot more than I liked the quilt. The quilt is cute. I did do Bats and Boos last year. I like that design better. It's a little bit more me. And it was a little, it's not a huge, last year's wasn't a huge quilt. This year wasn't a huge quilt. And I thought, I think I want to do something similar. And then it dawned on me. I bought this last year. I bought Witch's Night Out. This is a book by It's So Emma from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a tiny spiral bound book. Let me just make sure I'm not showing any pattern. But you get to make all these quilt blocks. You can make the quilt that I showed you for on the front. Let me see if I can show you. You can also make a table runner. But it's kind of got the Boo Crew vibes, because it's kind of got the broomstick, but this one has a different kind of cat on it, and it has the witch's hat, but it has a lot of pumpkins in it. It has a really cute cauldron. I like this cauldron a lot. I like the little stuff coming out of it. I decided I'm going to do this instead. So I still bought the late October fabric, but let me see. Oh yeah. Here's the last page of the book. Look at the table runner you could make. Isn't that beautiful? I'm thinking we'll see how much leftover fabric I have, but I might do that. You guys, first of all, it's spiral bound. It's a tiny little book. It's still available. I will link to it down below. It kind of tells you how much you need of each fabric. I bought more than I need. I have plans for table runners, so I will be using it up. This used All Hallows Eve by Fig Tree. I probably have this, but I have it kitted for something else. I have so many fall and Halloween quilts I want to make. Just like I have so many fall and Halloween, whatever. So this wasn't actually part of the haul, but I will link it below. But the late October fabric from Sweetwater was part of the haul, and I love it. This is what's going to be the batting. It's got this really cool paisley. This is a white on white. I don't think you can tell at all. This black plaid is going to be my binding. And then the patterns, I mean, I bought quite a few of them, but I really looked at it and figured out what I wanted. Again, do you notice that I like the small tone-on-tones? Sure do. I really, really do. I like the little tone-on-tones. Here is probably, it's deep in here. Oh. I'm going to say this is the craziest print I got, but it's not that crazy. It's still tiny. It's just got more color in it. More colors than just like a tone-on-tone. Anyway, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be beautiful. Totally me. If you want to join me next week, I'm hoping to have my first blocks done for this, because I'd love to get this off to the quilter. So that was part of my haul, is that fabric. I ordered that and it came. Also, block 2 of the designer mystery block of the month came. I don't have the block to show you. It's all cut up, but I haven't sewn it. I'm going to sew it later this afternoon. So I'll do that. And then my backing came. I think I told you I got my backing last time. It's in this box. That was actually the finishing kit, and the backing, or the finishing, borders, all sashing, all of that good stuff. This is the backing. I think the backing is in stock. I'll link to whatever's in stock. I think all of this is sold out. This collection is Nantucket by Camille Ross Kelly, and I know I heard Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop say it was super popular and it's sold out like instantly, and they can't get any more. That's not always the case. It was a very beautiful, beautiful collection. So I love it. I'm really excited. I do think, if not now, at the end of the year, they sell these so you can use any fabric collection you wanted to, and you could make the quilt. I'm really excited about it though. I love it. Okay. is that my, I think that's that haul. Okay, let's talk about Hobby Lobby and Target. I bought this cute little ladder because Christy at Java Girl Stitches has shown these little ladders in her videos, and it's cute. And fall and Halloween is 50% off at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it would be cute in all kinds of different decor. So I got this because I thought it was really fun. They also have like a natural wood and a black one. I got white because I thought it went with my decor better, and you know, you can use it with anything. Then Chantel at 141 Design, if you have not checked out her videos, please do. Last week, she does lives on Fridays where she talks about her stitching. It's like Flosstube. But she also has a company through Etsy. It's 141 Design, where she sells wood cutouts and backers. Basically backers for finishing. And beautiful things. I'm going to be using some soon in some finishes. Let's finish some stuff and then I can use it. But she shared a video that was edited and she showed finishing ideas, and it's so inspiring. So inspiring. So please go check it out. I will link to her below. But she shared this awesome idea of where she took candlesticks and she took some wood pumpkins and she kind of took them all apart. All of this stuff, not from her shop, it's from Hobby Lobby. So more inspiration than just things that she makes and sells. And she has really good creative ideas. So I completely went to Hobby Lobby with the plan of buying those candlesticks and those pumpkins. And then I ended up not buying them. They had them. They're 50% off. But I didn't buy them because I think the stitch, I couldn't figure out a stitch that I had that was going to fit. So I actually ended up, but it inspired this. That's the funny thing. So I bought this square pumpkin because I have this pumpkin stitch that I want to put on here. I haven't even started it yet, but I think it would make a cute little sign. But I am going to take off this ugly raffia and put something better on. It may have raffia in it, but it just got me thinking of this. So this was also 50% off. So it was $11 because it's $21.99 regularly. But I thought it would be really cute. Anyway, that's my long story of what inspired me to buy this, even though it's not the thing that Chantel showed. Isn't that just the way it goes? Then I was walking around, you know, like you do, and I bought these. I don't know that I would put finishes on them, but I bought these because I thought they were cute. So I got this one first because it's white and it's totally my jam. And I may kind of replace the ribbon on it. I haven't decided yet. If you have small finishes, I'm almost certain that Priscilla from Stitching with the Housewives put one of her little like dapper doodads or something. I think that's what they're called on here. But I actually like this just as is. And then they had this one. I was like, oh, I could probably paint it because they didn't have a white one in this shape. And I liked the shapes together. And then I was like, aqua is so big this year with your Halloween decor. So I may leave it as is. I actually thought this was really, really pretty. So I bought these. They were each $9.99. So I got them for, you know, $5. $5 each. So I picked up these and they're heavy. I thought they would be really cute just in with your decor. And then I couldn't walk by and not buy this natural pumpkin. It has some little beads hanging from it. So here's a fun story. I thought that I could make fabric pumpkins, and I probably could if I tried harder. I did make some, and I don't love them. I think it's just a little fussy and not really my jam. Here's a fun story about me. I like patterns, and I like things precise. And I felt like I couldn't make my pumpkins precise. So it was worth it to me. This was $21.99, but of course it was half off, and I loved it. I have a thing for pumpkins, and it has to be the right texture. So some of the ones they sell at Target I don't love. They're hard. I'll show you some that I did buy that were soft, but I loved it. And then they have this one, and I took the tag off, so I can't tell you how much this one was. But I liked the orange. I liked how it was kind of simple. So I bought this one. So none of these are really for finishing, but they'll go with my finishing decor. And then this is completely not even fall. I have a kind of rustic, it's more gold and like natural colors tree. It's not really rustic. downstairs. It's a skinny tree in my basement, and then my red and white trees upstairs. But they had these, and they're super soft, these ornaments. They were just putting their Christmas out, and I saw these and I got those for my tree. And these were not on sale, but they were $3.99 each, because Christmas isn't going to be on sale. They had trees too, but I didn't like them. I liked these. I thought they'd be pretty on my tree. So again, these aren't really for finishing, but I think they'll be pretty put around, to put around your finishing pieces, just kind of to add to the decor. And then of course the little ladder and the big wood pumpkin are for finishes. So Target, I also had to buy pumpkins. And again, these are soft. They're not hard. I like the little soft ones. And I got the little black buffalo check, and then this darker orange one. I think it'd be cute with the orange one from Hobby Lobby. They had loads of like these raffia-like pumpkins. And then these mini ones I love so much. You can see them back there on my photo prop board from Replica Surfaces. I use them for photo props. I bought quite a few because I thought they'd be cute for photo props and things. Orange. So I bought a lot of these because I thought they'd be cute tucked around things, tucked around like the Welcome Autumn stitch that we're going to put into a pillow. I thought it'd be cute in there. Also in the dollar spot, they had this. Wouldn't it be cute? Filled with pumpkins and then put on like a tiered tray with a stitch next to it. So I bought that. And then I bought my little fall gnome. His beard's needs a little bit of work, but I thought the colors of him were really cute. So I thought he'd just be cute in my fall decor. So I completely didn't need to go shopping, but it was fun. And I bought some stuff that I thought would be cute to go with some fall stitches. Let me look and see. That is all of that. I'm going to talk about a couple of quilting things and sewing things, and then I'm going to do Happy Mail, and then we're going to do some giveaways. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I have one more thing to share with you. It will be a giveaway, but I do want to talk about it. So Fat Quarter Shop sent me Lori Holt's 2023 planner. And I did open up one of the boxes. I'm actually going to I have two of these, and I'm going to give them both away today. I didn't know if you'd seen them, and so I wanted to open it up and show you. So I know a lot of you said that you picked up like the little cross stitch books and things from Fat Quarter Shop to keep track of your projects. This is a planner size. You can see the size of it here. It's really, really nice. It goes by month. It has the full calendar there where you can kind of plan out your month. I think that would be a really great place to plan out what you're going to stitch each day or so. There's a whole notes section. And then there's like these little tabs that say favorites, priorities, shopping, personal goals, and health goals. And then it's got little tabs for every day of the week with lines. I like that there's not loads and loads of stuff on it, so it gives you lots of room to write. And do you see the little mason jars for your water intake every day? So cute. And then each tab is just a different color for each month, and it is for the entire year. And then let's just go back here to the notes section. So the notes section at the back has got lots of room to write. Now, it is spiral bound, so nice. It's kind of got like a linen feeling cover, and it's in pink, and this is for 2023. And I know we're like, what? We're still in 2022. 2023 will be here before you know it. So if you want to start planning your crafting projects for 2023, or just get ready, you totally can. If you like to use stickers and things to decorate your planners like I do, you could totally do that in these. very, very easily. Comes in this beautiful box. I mean, look at the presentation. They do come cellophane wrapped. I did take this one out, so one of you will get it like this, but this will be in the giveaways today. So thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending me these to share with you guys. I was so excited about that. So thank you again. That's so exciting. All right, the first quilting thing I have to share today. I did not pull all my stuff in here, so I'll show it next week. But the big thing I've been working on is Secret. So that's all I'm going to show you. This is the quilt top. It's completely done. And it's going to the quilter tomorrow. I will be sharing the full thing plus a video in September. But this is something that I did with Fat Quarter Shop, and all I can say is stay tuned in September because there's going to be some fun things coming. And I'm really excited about it. So the big sewing project I worked on this week, finishing that quilt, I made zipper pouches, and I made bunches of them. Before you ask, no, they're not for sale. I made these as gifts and also as prizes for an event that I am doing with a couple of friends in October, and I wanted to donate a couple of prizes. This is not something I'm going to sell. I do often, I've done it twice, have donated these as part of giveaways for different things, but it's a zip down marker pouch. This is Riley Blake fabric. I can't remember the collection, but I will link to it down below. And when I say zipper pull down, so when you open it, it'll probably be kind of hard to share. It's got tabs on the side, and you pull it down. So it kind of looks like this. And you can see your markers, and you can pull them out, use them, and put them back in. So I made these kind of some belated birthday gifts for some friends, as well as, like I said, I'm going to donate some for some giveaways and things. But then it just pops up like this, and you zip it shut. Now you could keep other tools in there as well, as long as they fit within here. Like if you're a planner or something, you could put your markers for planning in here. I did get these little charms. These are some Bonnie and Camille zipper charms that I put on here, but so much fun. I did have these little personalized tags made from someone on Etsy. Again, I'm not selling these. These are not my pattern either. I will link to the video tutorial, but this is a little bit bigger. Kelly Person, a friend of mine from the card making world, if you guys are not here from card making, she shared some dimensions for a pouch she made based on that video tutorial. I will put those dimensions down below. You're going to kind of have to figure it out. But I would follow the video tutorial using her cutting sizes. That's what I did because it just fits the markers better. You can put any markers you want in here, or like I said, any tools, but I'm not going to share a video because it's not my pattern. Again, there is a video on YouTube. It has captions. It's not a voiceover video, but I made a bunch of these, and so that did take up some of my time. All right, happy mail, happy stitchy mail. I finally went to my post office again. I know you guys are like, Nicole, why don't you go to your post office more often? And that is a very good question. So let me share this is from Roberta, also known as Mrs. Darcy. First of all, she made this darling card. Look at that. Is that not cute? I love the watercolor wash behind. But she sent me, she had asked if she could, the Be in My Bonnet Stitch Cards Set D from Lori Holt. She accidentally bought 2 of these, so I will be offering this as a giveaway today. Thank you so much, Roberta. That was so kind of you. Thank you again for the beautiful card. She had it packaged up so cute. She had like stickers and stuff all over the, I don't really want to share her address. Ignore that. But so cute. So thank you, Roberta. Isn't that so fun? I love it. I love it so much. So I am going to give those away. I'm going to put that in the giveaway piles and put my card on my display. I wanted to share this card. This is from Consuela, and she's part of my Patreon too, and she sent me this card, and she stitched on it, and I thought it was so pretty. I'm pretty sure this is a Spellbinders die. If I'm wrong, Consuela, tell me. But I thought it was fun, and I wanted to share it with you because stitching is fun on cards as well. And I thought it was so, so pretty. So there is her beautiful card. And this was just a thank you for her birthday card that I sent her. Let me see. Some of these are not for here. Some of these are just for other things. Yep. Okay, that one isn't either, so sorry. Those I'm going to just show on my other channel. And then Lisa also sent me something. She said I can keep or give away. I have a set, not this exact set, but I do have a set, so I'm going to offer these to my viewers. But Lisa made me this beautiful card. I mean, you guys, look at those paintbrushes. I love it so, so much. And wrote me just a lovely note and said that she's retired and has time to start stitching again, and she wanted to share these line keepers. And I have the sunflower line keepers, but I love these. So they're magnetic, and there's a front and a back, so they slide over your paper. They are amazing. And I'm going to offer these as a giveaway today as well. So thank you so much, Lisa. Let's put that in my... And then let me pull out my final little stitchy kindness today. This is from Steph, and she made me this cute card. I love that. Is that Stamping Bella brand? You'll have to let me know. I might be wrong. More than likely I am. Okay, but first of all, she sewed me this little bag with the little drawstrings. So cute and handy. I could see like keeping like some scissors and other used tools in it. So thank you. I want to take this stuff out so I can show you the inside and drop some stuff on the floor. It's got pockets in the inside. Isn't it cute? I absolutely love it. So thank you so much, Steph, for making that for me. She sent these darling pumpkins. She said she thought they would be really cute, like in dough bowls around fall stitches. Perfect for welcome autumn stitches. A whole bag of them. Are they not the most adorable little felt pumpkins? I love them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They might even make their way into some of my flat lay photos. So cute. And then she also sent me a little bag here, and then let me see what her note said. She sent me her favorite needles. She said they super easy to thread, and she said she's a sucker for packaging. So let's check those out. She also sent me, so like this little zippered, first of all, this little tiny zippered bag is cute. I love it. A beautiful pink pen. Look at this needle minder. And before, let's see, it's from Abigail Rose Creative on Etsy. It's a hoop. Isn't that darling? I got to get my needle minder display done. And then these are the needles. Should we open it? I feel like we should open it. Is it going to open easy? Because she said that the vial is really cute, and I don't have scissors in here. Maybe I don't need them. Oh, I don't. Yes. Got it. Without tearing everything. Oh, you know, I probably could have opened it from the bottom. Feeling real smart right now. Oh my goodness. So these are tulip size 24 needles is what she sent me, and she said they're her favorite. She's right. Look at that packaging. So, so cute. So thank you, Steph. What a lovely surprise. I did not know that that was in my post office box. Like, I get notifications. I don't know if I missed it or what. Because I know I had a couple people ask me, and I was like, yep, I sure did. But I never... So that was a surprise, and it was very, very fun. Okay, that is it for Happy Stitchy Mail. Thank you guys so much for sending me some fun things. Thank you for sending some fun things to share with you all. And let's go ahead and do some giveaways, and then I will let you guys go. I feel like I've been talking forever. So first up, please be over 18 because I will need to ask you for your address to mail these to you. Please be a US resident. Shipping charges are crazy. I do try to offer like some digital things. I will try to offer some more digital things in the future, like gift certificates and things like that to stores, so that it doesn't always have to be US only. And hopefully that will change one of these days. So over 18, US only. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. And let's see. Let's answer a question today too. Should we? Let's see. I did not think of one ahead of time, so that's always fun. I have one. Tell me if you do a hobby other than, since this is Flosstube and quilting, tell me if you do a hobby that is not stitching or quilting. Like, maybe you're a card maker, maybe you're a planner, maybe you paint, whatever it might be. Tell me if you do other hobbies as well. Because I think that as creatives, most of us are multifaceted and like lots of different things. So tell me if you do something else. I would love to hear what everybody likes to do. Okay, giveaways. In the comments, put the number you're interested in. You can put, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, however many there end up being. You can put each number, but don't put all, because I put the actual number, the numerical number, not the number written out, in the random number generator. And yeah. So make sure that you put the number that you're interested in. You can put as many as you want to. And I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but honestly, it's all just going away. Number 1, if you're interested, is the line keepers. These are Fat Quarter Shop line keepers, and they are amazing. There's 4 in a package. So good. So this is number 1. Number 2 are the Lori Holt Be in My Bonnet stitch cards. That is number 2. So if you're interested, put number 2. I just remembered the other thing I wanted to say. Please don't write giveaway or freebie either. Please. And then number 3, 2 opportunities. So I'll pick 2 winners for the Lori Holt 2023 planner. This planner retails for like, I think $50, you guys. I looked it up and I forgot to write it down. I looked it up to write it down. It's 40 something. I feel like it's $49.95, but I might be wrong. So it is a super nice planner. This is a really nice gift. And again, thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop, for offering these for my viewers. I'm really, really excited about that. So number 1, again, line keepers. Number 2, the Lori Holt stitch cards. And number 3, the Lori Holt planner, 2 opportunities for that. 3 chances. I will pick winners before I film next week's Flosstube. I will announce them in next week's video, and then you will simply email me, tell me what you won, and I will get those sent out to you. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have had a fantastic week and weekend. I hope you have a great week coming up. You get lots of stitching time in. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I have some huge plans, huge giveaways when that happens, both for card making and for Flosstube. So I am very, very excited about that. We're going to have a huge party when I hit 100K. So help me out, please. And with that, I wish you all a fantastic week. I will see you here again next week. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to click the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube, stitching, or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.